Welcome back to episode 2 of our Palworld series. Now I would like to start this episode out with an apology. It's been 3 weeks since episode 1. I unfortunately got caught up with other projects, both IRL and on the channel here, but we are back with Palworld. I want to finish this series out, I want to do it justice, and we're going to take things a little bit slower this time around. Unfortunately, I had some corruption issues, I had some perfectionist issues that wouldn't allow me to post, some stuff, so let me get you caught up on what all you've missed since episode 1. We got a Pin King, we got an Azarobe, and we got a Bushi. Those 3 pals are incredibly important for breeding. I also went to the black market merchant, and we got a Petalia, and somewhere around here, yeah, we got a Beauregard. So we are now officially making cakes. We've got our eggs, milk, honey, and over here we have a wheat farm. And oh, I got this cool little gun. I went and did some dungeons, trying to farm some gold up. Got a rare musket schematic from there, and yeah, it does quite a good amount of damage. And we've got our metal tools online, 3-shot bow. We didn't make a ton of progress, but we're level 27, and I believe you're all caught up. So this is our very first cake, and I'm going to go ahead and start this video off with kind of sprucing things up a bit. I no longer need this, so we can go ahead and get rid of it, because I don't want to mess with that right now, and it takes up way too much room and it's just kind of unsightly. But I do want to spend a little bit of time early on and do a little bit of base building, so I think let's go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna kind of start with expanding a nice little foundation out. It's probably the play. All right, gotta replace everything we just did. That's okay. We'll build it at this height. We'll see how that feels. That came out 3 there, 3 there. So yeah, I've got this nice little section here. I can make a sloped roof, and it looks like a little bit of like a barn facility area. I can even put like a second floor up there. Let's see how this looks, because I want to kind of build vertically, just, for like all that extra room. So we have a way to get up this way. Now we can have like a sleeping section underneath, and then up here we might even be able to fit our ranch. Is the ranch gonna be too big? Probably. Oh no, maybe not. We could throw a ranch up here. Why not? Might be pretty ugly, but who cares? I'm gonna make this like a little storage area, I believe. Just a nice little, maybe we can put like an additional little bed down there in case we get visitors or something. Or we can have like our POW manager, like the person who feeds and waters, and like our farmhand can sleep in that little area. And then we've got this big area here where I guess we can do some food production and get some cooking pots down. Maybe we could just use this as our smelting area in general. So let's get that there. There it is. Primitive furnace. Separate it a little bit there. And we'll get a metal chest in place for the 2. We don't want them right, because I want to put a cooler box right next to that. All right, now Pin King's going to get working on that while we're doing other stuff. That's perfect. So we got our ranch up top. We don't have any light down here. Until I get actual proper lighting, I'm just going to use a campfire right here in this corner. And that's going to be perfectly fine for me. That'll light it up enough, and then we'll get some proper lighting in here eventually. So how many beds can we fit in here? We need 15 total. So let's start here. 1, 2, 5. Oh yeah, that's plenty. So let's work on this pitch here. Kind of want it to come up at an angle like this, and I want this to be almost like a standalone building all by itself. There we go. And then we'll do a regular stone wall there, And then now we can start building up. And I kind of want to do a wooden roof. I'm not a fan of how the stone roof looks. Oh, I don't have any wood. There we go. There we go. All right, and then we just take this bottom piece off. And we have a roof somewhat. And then we'll get some pillars. I want an open concept. So boom, boom. We'll skip one. There we go. And yeah, maybe right there. That's not a bad idea. So I want this to have stairs going down. That. And I want this to be an entrance into the base because it's like already a natural kind of path here. So I want it to come back up and in. And then I want to also, do I have? I don't. We'll use stone defensive walls whenever I have it available. But for now, looks like we're just going to be using this. Let's see. If from the front it doesn't look horrible. There, I guess. Hi, Bushi. Bushi's gonna really come in handy. Bushi and Pin King, I believe, makes Anubis, and we're gonna need a lot of those. So glad we already got that taken care of. It doesn't look terrible. I don't love it, but it is what it is. All right, and then we got this one last natural kind of little pathway here. All right, so we got our grand entrances to our base. We're fortifying it a bit. I don't like how it's all kind of I know that was really descriptive and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to cut this off into straight sections. I know we're going to lose a lot of like ground because of that, but it's just going to look cleaner and I like having straight walls. So it's just what I'm going to do. So let's actually build up our real perimeter here. Okay. We need a farming area. And I think this is going to be the perfect spot for it. So I do want lettuce and tomato eventually, so let's save some room for those. But I think just 2 wheat. Do we actually need 2? I'm not sure. 1 wheat, 2 berry. Eventually, we will get rid of the berry and we'll replace it with 2 lettuce and 2 tomatoes. And we'll just have salads for all of our bases because it's just better for satiation. But for now, yeah, that'll be good. And then we will throw our mill next to here. There's no need not to. I think I'm good with where we're at currently. I think now it's time to let our pals move in and start breeding, maybe. I do want a nice mount, and Fenglope is my favorite land mount, so we'll go ahead and get our first cake and see what we need to breed. And I'll get that all sorted out off camera. Turns out Lamball and chickpeas mixed with King Paka will make a Fenglope. So I'm gonna go take a little bit of time. Nice, 7 cakes. Perfect. While these cakes are cooking up, there's no reason not to go on a huge hunting spree. And I'm just going to go catch as many chickpeas and lamb balls as I possibly can. Hope that I get one with like infinite stamina or runner or sprint or something. I don't know. Just any mount related quickness type passives. All right, Ring of Mercy. Good news is we only have to buy one of those ever. So we got that out of the way. Cool. Okay, I hear something shiny. Oh, it's a kitty cat. We're definitely gonna obviously catch the shiny kitty cat. And I guess we'll catch these guys as well. Because why not? Okay, we got a lucky kitty. So, yeah. I think I'm just gonna catch, oh, look at that. Oh my god, we already got a land ball with runner. That's huge. that didn't take very long at all. We actually got a female and a male Lamball, one with runner, one with nimble. And then if we end up getting a male from that, our first try with a runner nimble passives, I might try and breed it with this female chickabee with infinite stamina. See if we can't get runner, nimble, infinite stamina. That will make a Mao, and then Mao with King Paco will still make a Fenglope. So that's the current plan, but as of right now, we need to make a little bit of room so one of these pin kings can go bye-bye. Let's get our female runner Lamball and our male nimble Lamball. And honestly, that might just be good enough for like our first mount. But you know, we'll see what we can get. You know, why not? Let's get crazy. I want the first Fenglope, or like the first proper mount, like land mount that we have, to be decent. So here we go. Hopefully this is a Lamball with runner and nimble. Fingers crossed. Just nimble. That sucks. That's okay. Whenever we have better pals that are a little bit more, yeah, we'll worry about fine tuning and getting like a really good one later on. Let's just make a Fenglope for now and hope that it gets runner. Give these guys a cake. Thanks for your hard work. I'll take this egg. Come on, runner. Please. Yes. Ah, yes. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves a Fenglope, and this one has runner. So the reason I like Fenglope so much is because, I mean, a lot of reasons. He looks amazing. He has this ability here that's similar to Eichthridir, which just allows him to just sprint super fast. He has a double jump, and he takes no fall damage, and he can just really maneuver around. He's basically a flyer. Like, not really, but you know, you get the point. Super maneuverable. And well, I guess I didn't really mention this. I went around and I thickened up all the corners and added some extra pillars here and there. I also added some ivy, which I would like to add more. I just made some fibers so we can make some more of that. It's unfortunate that this is the only like good looking ivy, in my opinion. The rest are kind of like small and not really that meaningful. But adding the ivy and the pillars really added a lot overall. Like this corner here was super flat and boring. Just adding pillars in the middle really beefed it up and made it look a lot stronger. Adding pillars around the door kind of reduced the gap that we saw before. But yeah, next episode, we're getting into the metal era. So I've got 238 iron ingots cooking up there. I got another 446 there. So that's going to be a pretty good start for us. And I'm not sure if I showed you this, but we do have a temporary metal base set up. So let's pop over there just really quick. Okay, so nothing super special, very basic. They have food, Mamarist, and not Azurobe, Serpent. They're just, you know, infinite berries. And yeah, I think it's just a Tombat and a Pin King at the moment because we don't have an Anubis. Tombat, Pin King, yeah, looks like. And then Van Worm is transporting. But even then, you know, we made like 650, you know, almost 700 metal ingots in the time that it took us to make our base. So you don't need a massive amount of production, but imagine, you know, next episode we throw like 5 or 6 Anubis in here. Yeah, it's gonna get a little crazy, and we're gonna have pretty much infinite metal. Eventually, we're just gonna scrap this whole base location. It's not gonna matter, but this is gonna be our early game source of metal. Here's something shiny. I always say shiny. Here, a lucky. And it's a monkey. I don't think I have a lucky monkey yet. Let's go ahead and add this good boy to our team. Nice. Okay, so it dawned on me while I was editing last video. Some spoilers here, sorry, but yeah, it's worth mentioning. I didn't like this tower, and it was a lot of tear down, build up, tear down, build up. Eventually, I just scrapped it, and at this point in the episode, we've made a different base, so I will not, spoil all of that. But yeah, we've basically just turned this first base into a little bit of role play here with a tavern area. And we got a lot of wheat production, berries production. So we've got 8 wheat, 4 berries. I'm doing the stack glitch. I'll get into that and show you how to do that next episode, or if you just want to watch tutorials, they're on YouTube as well. But yeah, we've got some cake manufacturing going on here because next episode is very, very heavy into breeding, and then the episode after that, we really go heavy into breeding, getting like perfect stats on our pals. So 46 cake there. That's not with that 100 flour. And then we've got 35 cakes in here. I put them in the breeding farm just because there's no expiration whenever they're in there. So the duration actually doesn't go down. So infinite cake storage. And other than that, we just got bees, cows, and chickens making eggs, milk, and honey. And then a bunch of wheat. And this is just a cake base. That's what we're calling it. This is cake base. Okay. So I just wanted to mention the tower. You weren't missing much. It was just like a temporary area to, craft and stuff like that. And since then, we've moved that to coal base. I'll just go ahead and say coal base. So that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'm sorry this one was a little bit more, I don't know, like slow. But at the same time, that's kind of the speed that I'm wanting to go with these episodes. I don't need each episode to be 20, 30 hours of progression in like a single 15, 20 minute long video. I want this series to be a little bit longer. I need more practice with live commentary and accepting that, I'm a human and I'm going to make mistakes and that's okay. So this is to kind of kill my need for perfectionism a bit and remind myself that, it's okay to be human. So I will see you in the next episode. Thank you guys for hanging out. And as always, if you like this content and you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. It's the single biggest motivator for me to continue a series. And again, I'm really sorry for the 3-week wait. I already have this episode and next episode done. I'm going to start editing episode 3 as soon as I publish this one. So yeah, we'll guarantee you at least 2 or 3 more episodes in the next 2 weeks. All right, I'm yapping. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye. Be safe.